Hello, everyone, and welcome to this monthly Dungeon Crusade Kickstarter video update. This is Roger, of course, creator of Dungeon Crusade and with Grubus Games Unlimited. And let me start by saying it is so awesome to be back with you guys here. It has been a while, hasn't it? I hope that everyone listening to me right now is doing great. You're having a good start to the year, maybe enjoying any games you're playing, and you're of course safe, and that from this whole COVID situation. Hopefully, it's a better year for that for all of us. So, really, from the heart, I love you guys. It's just really nice to be back with you, and I hope you're doing great. New subscribers, welcome. We saw there were some new subscribers to the channel. Hope you're enjoying all this Dungeon Crusade chaos, and that so we're very happy that you're here with us. And let me tell you honestly, it has been overwhelmingly busy with this game. As you can see from this poster, I put this together for what we're going to be looking at here. Some of you may not even know that this was dispatched. It was almost 2 weeks ago, and I apologize about the delay. Excuse me. This is update 115, and this is kind of Dungeon Crusade from around the world. It was a very surreal update to put together, and just all of us that worked on the game are just very sincerely grateful to you. And we have a lot of fun stuff, some very surprising announcements coming up that I think you're going to like. So I just wanted to tell you that it's been overwhelmingly busy. For the last 2 months, I've been going to bed about 6 to 7 a.m. and getting up at 11 a.m. and doing it all over again every single day. It has honestly been that busy, but it's just nice, to talk to everyone. A lot of excitement for the game. We thank you. And I have to share this with you because I think other people were affected by this. Snow. Were you one of the ones caught in this massive snowstorm? This is the outside of our house, and this video was supposed to be out last week, and again, it's been so busy. So Monday I went to do this video, and all the snow started happening early Monday evening. So we had to get shovels, and we had to start keeping up on it because it was a lot. And it went into Tuesday, and so this was a lot of snow, as you can see. So I just want to say, if anyone affected by this, I hope you're safe. I hope you're dug out like we are. It was pretty crazy. I know wasn't it? A lot of people lost power for many hours. So I hope you're doing good. So I had to share snow with you. So back on to this video update. So we're going to go over this Kickstarter update. A lot of you might not even know this was out. And it's kind of like, I don't know, I think it's kind of sad in a way. It's like the last hurrah. Like this is the grand finale, because there'll be other updates, of course. But this is truly the last really huge Kickstarter update because, the game is out. There's a few other people I think that it has to get to. And so I just thought it'd be nice to hang out with you and go over some of these awesome pictures that people have sent and posted around the world. And it was very surreal, to be honest with you guys, to put this update together. It was something else. Again, we have a few exciting announcements coming up in the very near future. I'm going to get some of this out now. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, there was some people that had, in a way, kind of not really pre-ordered the game, but were put on a list. Finally, thank the gods of Avalon. Finally, we talked to our shipping manager at the fulfillment service, and that will be arriving next week. And there was this company in California that was just sitting on them, and we finally got hold of them and said, "Hey, what's going on with their shipment?" "Oh, we'll tell the delivery company to pick it up." It was as simple as a message. And so for everyone on the list who kind of in a way pre-ordered or requested it, we'll be getting a hold of you, and we'll see what's going on. So I wanted to tell you that. A new series coming on the game, but I'm going to get to that in the update, okay? So let's get on to this because I think you'll really enjoy this. So let me head over to the Kickstarter page. Okay, I'm going to get over to the Kickstarter page, and it should be right here. And there it is. Okay, I'm going to make sure that worked. I wonder if I could, let me see if I can zoom that in a bit. I don't know if that'll be good. So this was, that was the heading, Dungeon Crusade Book 1, Genesis of Evil, is out around the world. And I thought that was a, I put this poster together and I thought it was a very fitting one. There was just so many, so many photos that I tried to fit them all in. So you may, if you may see your game here if you send a picture in. So let's just get on with this here, and hopefully I don't take all your time, but hope you like going through this with me. This is just, what I just kind of said. We're starting it off there. And Vangelis, hopefully I'm saying your name right, he sent this in. And then so really this is about you guys. I wanted to kind of dedicate this update to all the fans of the game and the growing fan base. So this is really all about you guys for this. And of course some announcements. But Vangelis, thank you for this. I thought that was, he designed this, so that's the start of it. Welcome to the show. And Dungeon Crusade from around the world. And so we're just going to go through some photos. Hope you like to see some of these. Excuse me. There it is with a guitar in the back, a Les Paul type of guitar. I know some of these people, and I hope you don't mind if I call you Andrew. I know that's you. I hope you're doing good, Andrew. I cannot remember who that is. They got a handsome game collection there. Keep going here. They're Dungeon Crusade at the Christmas tree. Just a pure shot of Dungeon Crusade. And these are all separate people, except I think some people sent in a few different photos. I know this is Andrew again, and he was playing the Avalon Adventure board game. Very cool. There it is. There's, whew. There's the ancient ruins set up in all its glory. It's just, and I have to say something real quick. I've said before that I have to agree with them at this point. Many of you know the awesome and fantastic Rob Oren, and he's going to be getting his game now that our shipment's coming. So look forward to seeing Rob covering the game. But he said a few years back that, how did he say it? It was Dungeon Crusade is like the Twilight Imperium of dungeon crawl games. And I thought, nah. And I think now that maybe he's right. That you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that might be on point. And I think that's John. Hello, John. Very nice game collection. And so there's another one, like a little saturation's cranked up on that. Oh, and this is who is this? Sebastian, I think. He's using these plastic doors. This picture right here was just cool. I have to tell you, I was taken back by this picture. Just a couple kids playing the Avalon Adventure board game, and it was a really nice photo to see. So I know who you are. Thank you for sending that. That was so cool of you to send that in. There you go, Dungeon Crusade. Went all in for that one. Way to store your things. Oh, and we're going to be looking at storage solutions. I think that you'll like further along in this update. This update is massive. This is like the grand finale, so prepare. So you're going to see some awesome creations people made and storage solutions. Another thing of Dungeon Crusade. Cool how he has the dice around there. I think that's Andrew, actually. Very neat. Rob, I know that's you. I love that carpet. Very cool. And then, what was this, Michael? I really love that table. That texture is so awesome. And that. Hold the cards. Yeah, check out these little counters. Now, he's not using his the tracking counters, but he found these. Where did he say he got these from? I'll have to ask him. I'll put it in the comments. But he's using this for the health and essence, and I thought that was a really good idea. I like that. And there's the storage cases. Sorry, I cannot remember who that is, but they, took my advice and used that. You're going to see some awesome storage solutions in this update. I assure you. Okay, we're going to continue on here. And I hope, this one is going to be a little bit longer, but I thought it would be nice just to hang out with you and kind of, again, this grand finale. It's done. It's out there. Another cool shot of everything. Box open, scenario book. I wish I should have put everyone's name on this. Oh, and then I can't remember what this is, but they're going to be using these plastic miniatures in place of the retro-inspired cardboard miniatures. Another shot of the game. Very cool. There it is. There's a game in progress, it looks like. Albus. Another cool shot of the game. Unpacking everything. That. Oh, I doubled up this picture. Sorry. Now, this right here. Dennis. This. What did I post about this? Look. Let me see if I could zoom in. Look at this freaking gaming room. I think I told Dennis when I posted this on Facebook, I said something like, I have a riddle for you. What do you get when you cross a GameStop with a man cave, with a game store, with a 1970s Black Sabbath stage show? You get this awesome gaming room belonging to Dennis. Look at this. That is just magnificent. He just... I love this picture. I mean, using these painted miniatures and the plastic doors and all of this other, terrain. And if you notice what he did, this is like so cool. Like this fencing, the kind of like I think the village board is over there. That's where he keeps like his village stuff at. But that was just, I think that's from Hero Quest. So Dennis, look at that. That is just killer. That is very awesome. Like, I want to go play Dungeon Crusade that way after looking at that. And that, another all-in pledge, it looks like. Some close-ups of it. There it is. Look at that. That is a beast of a game, and it is beautiful. I love it. Sincerely love it. There's Avalon Adventure board game. Nice dice tower. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying hanging out with me and looking at all this. It's just, I have to tell you, it's just so surreal seeing this thing from, around the world. It's just crazy. Oh, and then some people have laminated. That's what I was going to say. I'm glad I caught that. Some people have laminated their hero cards. That's a really good idea. Avalon Adventure board game. I forgot that one. It's like a space background. That's cool. Avalon Adventure board game. There it is, getting it all set up and ready, or sorting it out, it looks like. Another shot of the game. Another shot of the game. Everything. And that's another, I like that one because it has a cat in it. That's really neat. It seems like I should know who that is, and I cannot remember. That's a nice pick. You have a beautiful cat. And there it is, all the heroes. Those cardboard miniatures really did come out very nice. Oh, this is DJ. I know this. Hello, DJ. I like your candles here. And he took a picture of all of the boards set up. And DJ had a lot of very nice things to say. DJ, I love you, man. We need to do something, or play a game, or do music or something. To Macalladar. Ancient Runes. This is my friend David, who lives in California. I don't know what kind of camera he uses, but man, look at how vibrant that came out. That just pops. That's a really nice shot right there. Nice shot of the game there. This was cool. Take a look at this. This is... Hold on one moment. Sorry, I had to start another small video here. They took... There's going to be close-ups of it, but they took these walls. Look at that. That is very cool. And I forgot where... I can't remember who this was, but... And they even have, like, if you look over here, there's a fountain over here. And that is just awesome how they decked out, blinged out their dungeon with all this stuff, with these little walls. Very neat. That just looks so awesome. Very cool. Jamie. We're going to be looking at what Jamie did further along in this update, this incredible storage solution. Jamie took a lot of stuff. I can't remember what game he got this from, but he blinged out his dungeon. Look at that. That is just killer. Like, I want to go stop this video and go play this game with all that stuff right now. Very neat. Avalon Adventure board game. Avalon Adventure board game. Yeah, and then this picture is really cool. I don't know if they use kind of filter. This is the ancient runes, but kind of like shooting from the back of it. They had to use some kind of filter. That looks very nice. And that's just, whew, it's a lot of Dungeon Crusade right there. So cool to see, though. Avalon Adventure board game. Boy, they went all over Avalon in that one. Everyone seemed to really enjoy the Avalon Adventure board game, and it was very nice to see and hear. Game in progress. Have a Shadow Servant there. Lord Blackhand is over here. Kind of an aerial shot. Dungeon Crusade. Another game in progress. Very cool. Village board. Cool stuff in the blacksmith shop. There it is with the plastic still on it. Wow, this is a very good friend of mine, Spider Pig. Yes, that is his name. That's what he goes by. Hello, Spider Pig. That's a cool shot. I think he was showing, that's all of the content on this table. I guess this is kind of a big game, right? This is John's. Thanks. I remember the greenish clear diamond. Nice game collection, John. Oh, and is this Ben? Ben, is this you? He has got this cool gaming table. Look at this with lights around it. And please, hopefully I got it right, Ben. I think that's your table, right, Ben? That is just awesome. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying this kind of extended look at Dungeon Crusade around the world. John, very good friend that works for Sony. I couldn't get it into this update, but he took his Avalon, actually you can kind of see it there, but he used a lot of this stuff, terrain in the back and other stuff, and he decked out his Avalon adventure game with all this different stuff on the different territories. And I'm sorry, I forgot to grab, it wasn't posted in time to put it in the update, but John, you did an awesome job. Well, there's a close-up. Look at that. That is just very cool. I have to say, honestly, now listen, I'm just saying, down the road, this is not in concrete, but it would be cool to make stuff like this for the various boards, because that really does look incredibly attractive, very immersive, so thematic. I mean, you just want to play this game when you see it like this. I mean, it's great just the way it is now, but this really adds a heck of a lot of depth to it, or just, immersion to it. I love that. And I think Bill painted, he got all these miniatures and painted them for the game. So Bill, there's your copy of the game. That looks very awesome. Very nice paint work you did. And there's another shot of the game. Very cool. I think that's Ben's table with the lights. And let's keep going here. Oh, and then there's another one. I forgot about this one. They did the walls here. They put up these kind of walls, and that looks very neat. I really like that. I'd like to know where they got. Excuse me. I'd like to know where they got those walls at. So let's go down here. There's fully set up. Okay. And again, I hope that you're. Oh, that's. I want to say that's Bill. That's your. There's two Bills I know that paint, but I think it's Bill Brios, right? Brios. I think that's your paint work, because then there's another Bill who paints. Both. I think this is the other Bill. That looks great though. That's Banevic. But again, I hope you're enjoying this kind of extended, kind of last hurrah for Dungeon Crusade, or at least for the updates and that. I know it's taking a little bit, but I hope you're enjoying hanging out with me. We haven't talked in a while or chatted. There's that. Oh, they put like kind of plexiglass over it. Game set up. Avalon Adventure board game. Wow, that's like really vibrant. I told you guys there was a ton of awesome people that posted pictures, so I just wanted to post these to let you see them. That's definitely Bill. He's using his painted miniatures, he said, and when he plays, and then just, of course, using the flag to move around Avalon. That's Spider Pig. I remember that. He's got all his Dungeon Crusade stuff with all his other stuff. It's all in pledge. I know that's DJ, and kind of DJ is a musician too. I'm a guitarist, and he's also, I think he does everything. But that's very cool. That's a nice shot of the game there. And okay, that is it. I think we're going to leave this zoomed in. So I hope you like looking at all these pictures. We're going to get into, that very nice guy Colin from One Stop Co-op Shop did a playthrough of the Avalon Adventure board game. It was a really nice job he did. So Colin, thank you very much, and you did awesome. I love you. Thank you for showing everyone the Avalon Adventure board game. It was just, although the sound effects you added in, it was so great. So you can check that out. My good friend Ed, who actually did the app, which we're going to look at in this update, he did a playthrough, and I think it's called Ed Ventures, ED Ventures. So look that up. He did a great job on a playthrough of the game. And then Board Gamer 69 in France. He's a very, very nice guy, Laurent. If you speak French, he did an absolutely awesome job on some playthrough and talking about the game. So you can check that out. And okay, now we're getting into the creative stuff that people did. This is Jamie Price, and he runs a gaming group on Facebook, and he did some very cool things. He made warfare dice. And what you do is, if you know Dungeon Crusade, instead of shuffling up the tiles, he made 3 of them, but you could actually just do it with 1. But each, there's 6 warfare types in Avalon, right? So he made these, printed these things out and adhered them to a D6. So then you roll for, whatever the 3 warfare types that are going to be in combat. I thought that was a very clever idea. So there's that Jamie made. Oh, and then Ed, from Ed Ventures that he did the playthrough. Ed is this creative force that is just, he creates so much awesome stuff. He's got like a 3D printer and a laser cutter, and he made this 3-channel dice tower for Dungeon Crusade. Very creative, very cool. Let me pull this back a notch. And then here's another crazy guy, Pedro Wayne. Hello, Pedro. I mean that in a loving way, Pedro creates these awesome things from scratch. This guy made a 3D talisman board, and it looks magnificent. And he did all the add-ons for it. It's something to see. But Pedro made his version of the dice tower, all by hand. So take a look at that. You really do great work, Pedro. So I'm glad people can, are checking this out. Look, he even put little, things here to hold the warfare types. When Pedro creates something, he definitely goes all out. Even chains on the drawbridge, place to hold the monster card. Very cool. I could have 2 months of Sundays, and I couldn't make this. Excuse me. Oh, back to Ed. So what he did here was he scanned the hero cards. Okay, so he scanned the hero cards, and because he has a laser cutter and a 3D printer, and there's a word for these, and it's eluding me right now, but there's these plastic things that he created, and he inserted it inside of there, and then he uses these tokens to keep track of health and essence. That was a very creative idea he thought of. Take a look at that. Very neat. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about this. Pedro again. I had to do a triple take on this. He made this stone-like card holder for all the cards in the game. Again, handmade, and I think it looks like it goes perfectly with the game. And something else that I will be sharing in another video, it's not ready yet. He's still painting it. He made a 3D village board. Pedro did. And you have to see, to me, it's one of the coolest things he's ever created. But I will share that in another video. He has it primered, and I think you'd want to see it all painted. But he did a 3D village board for Dungeon Crusade, and it looks tremendous. So there's a close-up of it. I mean, that looks like stone. Very neat. Oh yeah, he's got the raid difficulty there. So basically, this kind of takes place of the dungeon UI board in a way. Tokens. That's the minion population track, and there it is, kind of naked without anything. Just again, very nice work, Pedro. People have been busy creating stuff for Dungeon Crusade, and it's really nice to see. Storage solutions. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'll probably, if I remember, I'm going to put the link for you. You got to see what Jamie Price found if you're looking to store this game. It's probably one of the best storage solutions I've seen, maybe even better than mine. But in the update I showed, there's a link here where I go through everything. If you probably remember seeing it, where I took the time to, break apart the game and show you how to store it. So that was in here, but you got to see Jamie's. There's links to that. Okay, so here's what Jamie found, and if you just type in Dungeon Crusade Storage Jamie, it'll probably come up on YouTube. But he found this case at Walmart, and it was $39.99, and it holds everything for Dungeon Crusade. In the video, it's like a 3-minute video or a 4-minute video. He shows you everything, how it's stored, and he made these stickers for it. This might be the best storage solution. So like right on top, he's got some miniatures. The dice goes there. Inside of it, he can store all the cards here with plenty of room. It's just a great idea. He made these holders here for it, where everything's labeled. Extra cards over on that side. And then this thing comes, if you notice in the back, it comes with some of these things already. So you already get these in this. So I just want to make mention, if you do decide to get this, all this comes in this. You don't have to buy anything extra. And so for $40, I think it's a great storage solution. So there's all his various tokens, and then yet again there's more on the bottom of this thing. He has that. He talks all about it in this video. I encourage you to watch it. It's really good. Yep, back to Pedro again. I don't know how he did this, guys. I was looking at this and I don't understand how exactly he did this thing, but he made this incredible storage solution for the game. I don't know, this looks like some kind of case. Then maybe the lid goes over this. Pedro, I don't know how you did it, and I'm not sure how that thing works, but I think this goes over that. And then he found this that was a poster I did a few years ago. I don't know how he found that. There's all his, there's map tiles in there, there's the battle board, manuals, and then I guess it goes down. I guess there's layers of this, how he did it. All the tokens, all the dungeon tiles. Just an incredible creative storage solution made by hand. That's nuts. Pedro, you're really something else. That looks great. And this was actually Laurent, and it was his storage solution. So I hope, maybe you're looking for some storage solutions. So as I was saying, that maybe you're looking for some type of storage solution or just trying to get ideas. So hopefully from hanging out with me and look at what these incredible people made, you're getting some good ideas maybe how you'd like to store your game. And this looks very elegant. Really nice. That looks, whatever those trays are, those are really cool trays. Just very neat and organized. Okay, so now this is what we have to get into. So we're going to break for a video in a second because I want to clear up something. So we are making I'm working with Charlene and someone else, and we're just clearing up a few issues in the Crusader's Handbook and just clarifying a few things. So if you're a player, please listen to this because these are kind of important. Which one was this over? This was misprinted in the manual, and we apologize about this. If you play the Avalon Adventure board game, this is the way it should read. And we're clearing up the issues, and I want to get this done by the end of the week. We will have some things for you to download and stick inside your manual. And I'm doing the same graphic design, because all this is getting forwarded, or it has been forwarded, some of it already, to the manufacturer. So, it's been put into the rule books. But you're going to be able to download this, and then you just stick it into your rule book, and so you have all that. It's very important to me to make sure you have this. If you play the Avalon Adventure board game, it was worded not so good. And so we rewrote it, and this is how it is now. If a player plays the Avalon Adventure board game, they do get a shopping phase at the start of playing Dungeon Crusade before descending into the dungeon, okay? So what that means is, you play the Avalon Adventure board game, and hopefully your heroes are going to discover gold and loot, okay? They use that to shop in the village. And the way it was worded before is it was like players don't get a shopping phase. No, you absolutely get a shopping phase. No doubt about it. Okay? So that's how you play that. You go, leave Avalon, 3 runes of eternity, go to the village, do all your shopping, then you go to the dungeon. And something else, and it's just from players, in the new version, or like what we're putting in, that your heroes will automatically be healed upon reaching Avalon. So you won't have to spend your gold to use the healing fountain, or or sleep to regain essence. So they will be fresh and ready for the dungeon. Okay. Another thing is the blue runes. You know how you can use those for rerolls? We've changed that in the rulebook. You can carry those over into Dungeon Crusade now. So there's only 6 of them, of the blue runes, but that is being rewritten, so you can carry those over to use in Dungeon Crusade just like you can in the Avalon Adventure board game, okay? So that was straightened out. And what else did I see? Okay, this was another big one, and you know what I'm going to do? We're going to shoot back over here. This is about seeding. Actually, let's go back over here. This is about seeding the dungeon, and this was, again, it was something we just had to clarify. Seeding the dungeon is when you fill in the empty chambers of the dungeon. This is, of course, you set up your main quests and your side quests, right? You're going to have a bunch of empty chambers. This is kind of where the random dungeon generator kicks in. There's a thing, this mechanic I created called the seeding process. So, I was reading this to make sure I wanted to tell you this. Heroes must be rallied into a chamber before the month. Oh, this is that other thing we're going to talk about. But seeding the dungeon. Let's shoot over here to this scenario for Into the Depths. Now, here's what people were doing, and I'm sorry it was maybe just not clear. Notice the seeding area right here, okay? You're going to pull these tokens. You're going to put these tokens to a mug or a bag or some sort of thing. And then, this is, of course, after you set up your main quests and your side quests. When you pull those tokens out, you are to look at those. Okay, when you pull the seeding, all these tokens out, you do look at them. And then there's a method how you populate the chambers. And some people were thinking that you cannot look at them. And it was very challenging, to play it that way. But no, the official way, when you pull these tokens out, you are to look at them. Okay, that's open information to the player. Now, some people said, "Well, I like the challenge of it. I don't want to reveal those." Hey, knock yourself out, because what's happened is, I know some people. I think DJ was one of them. He was playing that way where the seeding tokens were face down, and he went in with a bunch of level 1 heroes into a chamber, and it was a level 4 elite champion monster was inside the chamber, and his heroes got wiped, he said. And it was a bad penalty too, because I think, what was it? Because 3 heroes perished, terror track went up by 3, and then it was like the incantation track totally got filled, and a hex was placed on the village, and it went up again. So it can be very detrimental. So just remember, you are permitted to look at those, okay? But you can play it that way. You don't have to. But you are, of course, that's open knowledge. Okay, I think I hammered that home. We're going to come back to this. I'm going to finish this up, and we're going to shoot to a demo I did for you. But we'll talk about it real quick, then we'll shoot to the demo, okay? Heroes must be rallied into a chamber before the monster token is flipped over, revealing what resides within the chamber. The video is going to do a good job of what I did for you, so we're going to take a look at that. But some people thought what you do is, say if you know Dungeon Crusade, you rally 3 heroes, or you plan out an attack of 3 heroes storming into a chamber, okay? And actually, I don't think I still had the picture up. No, I don't. The video will discuss it, but some people thought that, say you rally 3 heroes, right? But the first hero goes in, and then they reveal the monster token, and then they rally the other 2 heroes in. No, that's against the rules. You don't do that. That's cut and dry. The heroes must be rallied into the chamber, then the monster token is revealed, okay? We'll take a look at it in the video. So, and I say here even at the end, those 2 heroes must be within the chamber before the monster token is revealed. Once all participating heroes are within the chamber, the monster token is flipped and revealed on what resides within the chamber, okay? We're going to shoot to the video after this. These pages have been added. Yes, you'll be able to download these. These are going to be, it's going to be page 70 and 71 in the Crusader's Handbook. This has already been forwarded to the manufacturer. These aren't the final ones, though, because it has a watermark of Dungeon Crusade. But these are just an aid to help you setting up the dungeons. I took the time, I put a key here so you can see, like, let me see if I can zoom in for you. So you can see, like, treasure chests have a blue dot, so you can see where those are at. Mining sites are yellow. So it'll just help you set up the game quicker and to see how all the dungeons are set up here. And then, oh, there's the combat app. We're going to come back to that. So let me zoom back out. So do me a favor, watch this video, come back, and we're going to look at the Dungeon Crusade combat app that Ed did. Amazing job that Ed did on this, and it's available on all platforms. So watch this video, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Again, I hope you're enjoying this kind of extended, kind of, not farewell, but grand finale for Dungeon Crusade. So enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you in a second. Okay, we are here with this little demo, and so I put this heading at the top. Just for this rules clarification, all heroes must be within the chamber before the monster token is revealed. So let me turn that off. So we would be in the hero phase, of course, right now. As you know, in the upkeep phase, you put down these initiative tokens of how your heroes will activate and move for the forthcoming turn. So our barbarian hero Mahaliak has initiative token 2. Faith, our cleric, has initiative token 3. And Zeke, our wizard, has initiative token 4. So what these 3 are doing is they're ready to storm into this chamber and try to retrieve this quest item right here. Well, what was happening is there were some people thinking that they could take a hero into a chamber, reveal, you see here's the monster token, I just kind of put it out of the chamber. So they thought they could take, like Mahaliak, since he would be up first, they could take him into the chamber, reveal the monster token of what level monster it is, then rally the 2 heroes. And it's not played like that. So let me show you how it is played. So let's say whoever had initiative token 1, like Sir Brennus, he activated. So, we of course would have this planned out already. So what we're going to do, so Mahaliak would roll the d6. He has a base movement of 2. Let's say he rolled a 6. So let's get him, and hopefully all this works. So he would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, he has 1 movement left on the die. So let's open the door, kind of, all right? And then we're going to move Mahaliak in. So he's in there. So what people were doing now is they would reveal this monster token, and you don't do that. He would call out to his comrades to to rally them to come in there to fight whatever monster this is. So looking over here at his initiative token, he would pay the 1 essence, right? So whoops, that was the wrong one. I apologize. But here, rally. So he would be he'd pay 1 essence and then rally Faith. She has initiative token 3, right? Okay, so she is rallied. So we would flip that to rally. We're gonna get Faith here, and then she's gonna, of course, roll a d6. We'll say she had 4. Base movement of 2. 1, 2, 3. Let's just put her here. Whoops. Okay, and then finally, Zeke would be rallied into this chamber, right? So let's flip over his initiative token to rally. There it is. And let's get Zeke here. And let's say he rolled a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whoop, we got to move him up because he's getting blocked there with that. Okay. Okay, so now the heroes are within the chamber, correct? Now we would reveal what that monster is. So the battle would commence. Reveal it. We see it as a level 1 monster. And of course, they're trying to retrieve this quest item. And of course, you might know this, you do not reveal the quest item until that monster, until the heroes slay that monster. Then you can reveal what the quest item is. So of course, we would go over to the level 1 champion monster deck and draw a level 1 champion monster. So that is exactly how rallying a hero works. You don't send, one hero in. Let's see if we can get them back. You wouldn't just send in one hero and then put her back here. And then, Maheliak would reveal this monster, the level, the spawning symbol, find out there's a level 1 champion monster, then rally them in. So guys, I hope you liked that little demo, and let's get back to our regular update. And I'm back with you. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video, and hopefully now you can see what I was talking about rallying heroes in. All heroes must be rallied within a chamber before the monster token is revealed. The Dungeon Crusade Combat app has been released. Yeah, so all I did was give, I envisioned what this thing, would look like, how it would be laid out. Ed gets all the credit for this. He's just amazing with all that stuff that he can create, and then he did this app. Excuse me. This is on the Google Play Store, Android. It's on iOS. It's on actually Amazon. Ed put it on there. And then there's just a web browser version that you could just download and, if you want to play it on your PC, whatever you want to do with it. So I will hopefully remember, I'll put links in the description of this video so you can just go, and of course it's free. So you can mess around with that. So here's just some shots of it. It came out really nice. I think a lot of people are using this app. Again, glad I thought of this. You do not need this to play the game. Please don't ever think that. You can, of course, just you can use the warfare tokens and the combat chart. This is just if you want, your phone or your tablet or whatever to just handle the shuffling of the tokens, the warfare tokens, and then randomize everything. That's all that does. You do not need this app to play the game. So there's that. And actually, Ed has updated it. There now is dice rolling. So do take a look at this. So there's dice that the warfare dice are there. You can just click to use that to roll them. You don't have to roll the dice if you don't want. I love rolling dice, so I always roll my dice. And he added the latest version has a loot roll. So when after you kill those monsters and you got to do the golden loot roll, you can use your app for that. So do check it out. And Ed, again, I love you. You did such an amazing job on this. Everyone I know is enjoying it. And yes, it has real combat sounds. Ed actually went outside with his kids, and they were using heavy medieval weaponry, and you could hear the clangs of battle axes and swords. And I think his kids screamed a few times because he got hit, but they're okay though. So Ed, that was awesome. You did something authentic like that. Thank you for that. I hope your kid is okay. So there is the app for you, and I think there's links. I will remember to put those in there for you. Yeah, so Google Play, Apple Store, Amazon, web-based, you are covered. And of course, you just looked at this video here for the world building of Avalon, and thank you for checking that out. I actually wanted to go a little more deeper with that, but I didn't want to take too much of your time with that. But the point I wanted to make in that video was, just as there is all this stuff above ground in Avalon, when I created this, there's a ton of stuff underground, with different chambers and, basements of like the House of Demons. And so it's just as vast underground as it is above ground. So I'm glad, you enjoyed that. And I think we're at the end of this update here, finally, but I hope you enjoyed it. The most important thing is this: finally, things are slowly calming down a bit. I mean, I'm telling you guys, it has been just overwhelming. I am really looking forward to this. There are some folks that, are wanting to play the game and they want to see, like an exact how to set everything up, how to play it. I am so looking forward to this series. So what I said here, with fulfillment wrapping up, thank God this is wrapping up. We're right at the tail end of it. There's a new video series coming. And this new video series is going to be quite a departure, like from what we're doing now. We're just hanging out, chatting. I want to start shooting it this weekend. I wanted to try to do it last weekend, and it just didn't happen. But this weekend's looking good, where we can do this. It's going to be, I'm going to be doing it. It's going to be how to set up and play the Avalon Adventure board game and Dungeon Crusade. And I'm really looking forward to this. But like what I said here, that the format that we're going with, it is not going to be like this real loosey-goosey at all. It's going to be very focused, to the point, real quick videos of put the game board on the table like this. Pause the video, come back to it. Here's where you put your dungeon UI board. So it's not going to be a lot of chatting. It's going to be very focused, to the point, to get you in and out. And so I can just show you exactly, how to set everything up, how to play it, gameplay, maybe give you some tips and all that. But I think you're really going to enjoy the series, and especially for the people who are wanting to play Dungeon Crusade, this is going to really hit it home for you. And once you see how everything is set up, I think it's going to greatly increase your setup time with the method that I have, how I set everything up. And again, it'll be very, quick edits, show you what it is, pause the video, go ahead and do it, and we will get you up and running in Dungeon Crusade in no time at all. And guys, I think that is it for this video. Yes, this was a long one. I didn't think it'd be this long. But thank you for all of you, from all of us, the artists, the tech writers, the people who helped, work on the game over the years. We love you guys, and thank you. And this game is still incredibly young. There's so many mods and variants that are coming. I just shared one where you could use, for a shorter, smaller game, and I'm sorry, I should have had those pictures loaded. You can use 3 tiles of a dungeon. And what I'm going to be doing is going back to the seating area. See these boxes right here? Well, I'm going to be adding a box here and then down here. So for your quest tables, you are going to be doing different seatings for each quest table. Again, you're only going to be using about 3 dungeon tiles, but that gives you a shorter, it's a mod. Basically, it's like if I was just a modder for the game, it's a mod for Dungeon Crusade to play a shorter game and just a quicker game if you like, or play the official way, or play Mega Dungeon Crusade. But my point is, there's so many ways to enjoy this game. The game is very young, and we're getting to exploring all those options, but it just takes time, and it's been busy. So I wanted to tell you that. So guys, this is about it. Thank you so much. The next video series you're going to be seeing is how to set up and play everything, and I am looking forward to doing this. And I think you'll really enjoy it. And just thank you for everything. All right, I hope that you have a great, what is today, February 18th? I hope you have a great Thursday. And I guess I will be seeing you in the next video series. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.